Hello, Ada Warren here, and this is just something that's been very terrible how players are treating players in this game. And I'm just going to pretty much tell you here how to not get kicked for low gear score when doing matchmaking to the incursions. And sometimes, Dark Zone as well, but they go more by rank. But as far as PvE, this is to how to not get kicked when doing matchmaking. For the incursions. Now, gear score here is 210. People wants to be judgmental and want to kick you for a low gear score. And the thing that what ruins the game is that we have to go for the gear sets just to get a higher gear score. But the problem with the gear sets is they're no better than a 182 or 204 high end. It's just the bonuses that you get for wearing 2, 3, and 4 sets. So, literally, we are like mandatory right now for gear sets that has no meaning to the stats. And you really probably have to do Dark Zone to get the much better gear there. But other than that, you're stuck with this for a bit. So, and to have to get gear sets for higher gear score. And with the Dark Zone, you get better gear to really get your stats up. So, equip as many 214s and 240s as you can. Okay, and that will increase, your gear score. Even though you don't want to use that type of gear, then you want to do, you just want to matchmake into this. And once you go into a no respawn zone, once you go there with the team, go back to your regular gear. And that way they can't kick you, because if they do, then new players that join will not be able to join in because they're stuck in the outside of it and no respawn. So pretty much this is the only counter way to counter back at the abusive kickers, and only way to stop them from kicking you. Other than that, just equip high gear score stuff and go back to your regular gear. That's it. A lot of times people don't understand that when this is a trick that people do is they equip ammo capacity gear. And sometimes it depends on your gear score, and which is Lone Star mask and Lone Star knee pads, and I would say this striker thing, because I don't really do it much because you could restock right back anyways, but it really doesn't matter. But people want more ammo. That's what they do. They do this. Sometimes it affects your gear score. See how it's affecting my gear score? It drops it down to 205. So what people do is they do this, and restocks your ammo. And sometimes they do it to double check, which goes up to 1700. And sometimes they'll queue up for an incursion, and they'll get kicked for the low gear score, not giving the players a chance to, to equip their gear back. And people are just so quick to judge gear score. And it's funny because gear score really doesn't mean anything, because people use different kinds of gear to do different types of things in the game using different gear sets. Like, let's say I want to have like a gear set for each, and it affects the gear score. Sometimes I have a gear score of 228 because of a gear set, and they won't kick you. But let's say I have a really good gear set that'll give you really good stats, because stats don't mean anything when it comes to a gear score higher or not, because that's just, pretty much how the game is now. You can have a 214 where it's worse than a 182 of gear score, and you're pretty much switching around the best ways to get your high gear score anyway. So you have a different set that actually have these real good stats you want to use for something else. But because you're wearing a set that's actually good, but it's a low gear score, they'll kick you for low gear score. But you actually have a set that'll increase your gear score, that'll make you strong enough for the mission. But players are so judgmental, and you have other sets equipped that changes the skill score around that still makes you strong. But people want to be quick to judge by gear score. So I just want to let people know, just get high gear scores with whatever gear, matchmake it. Once they hit the no respawn window, change back. Because if they kick you, then they're going to be stuck with 3 people for the rest of the mission. So, other than that, happy kick abuse. So, without throwing lines in it. Anyways, that's that.